rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators offense will have the football first. The meeting last year between these two teams really underscored the fact that Georgia never really seemed to find its rhythm, and also sent signals that Florida may be on the rise.
Yeah, it was super close. Remember, DJ Lagway, who we all know is sensational, a stud. He was playing really good football. He gets hurt, he goes out. Palmer, the Florida defense played great. Turned over Carson Beck several times, but I think the quarterback spot they felt like held them back. That's not a thing today.
No, and I think Florida feels like they've recruited better and they've gotten some help from the portal. I think they feel like they line up and match up a little better. They're not equal to Georgia by any means yet, but I think Florida feels like they have the talent now. If they can stay healthy on the field, then anything in this game can happen.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a four-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs.
And this is why check downs are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on third down. They just want to make the home run, highlight type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
You can tell quarterbacks and wide receivers nowadays, they're so in sync. They understand so much of the details of watch the receiver go deep, sell it, and then sit down. That ball's out, making its way to the wide receiver. Nice pitch, nice catch.
Oh, he's got some space.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Got his man on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football. Not good.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Offense about to reel off its seventh play of the drive. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Catch in the middle, it's ball. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel package. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
Got it in the middle, it's Wilson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bulldogs offense will take the field for the first time. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. But now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help them the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Under fire. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. This one's complete. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. And the Dogs need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They make the stop on the return, but there is laundry on the field. Let's get the call.
Holding. Receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
Let's go. Right. Single.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's Jackson. That's some old-school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. And the Gators with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sturdivant. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. We're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one. David, as a Georgia legend, when I say Florida, what comes to mind?
Ugh. I mean, that's the easiest question you've asked me yet. I mean, there's nothing that I ever liked or enjoyed about the Florida Gators, just playing in that rivalry. You know, it's not a neutral site, by the way. It's in Jacksonville, Florida. Like, that's not neutral. It's way closer to Florida. It's way closer to Florida fans. But this rivalry, I'm telling you, every single year, that was the #1 team you wanted to beat.
Grabbed behind the line. It's ball. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Defense way too anxious there, and they just hand them a first down with a penalty.
Encroachment, defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Sturdivant. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Slams ahead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Gator! Quick strike through the air for the score. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. And this is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. Man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run, Lindsey, Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's going up top. And the ball is knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Georgia sends out the punt team. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. To the air. It's Lagway. Gets it out fast. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Sturdivant. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. We've reached a break. It's Florida with the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking for room. It's Ball. Turning it on! They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. They're going to ride this running back. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Offense working from the pistol.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physical.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Snagged in the middle, it's Bell. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And you want to run the football, right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Bell. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Almost had the completion. Just missed it.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Unleashes one. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Takes the handoff. It's ball. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Handoff to the single running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Gators send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. He leaves it with his back. There he goes. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
Well, it's an electrifying run, and you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino, and how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
So the offense accepts a penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a 1st down. Georgia won the SEC a season ago, but face-planted in the playoff largely due to their offensive issues. But Kirby Smart is certainly reloaded at the skill positions.
I've reloaded, and obviously the quarterback spot was an issue all last year and then down the stretch. And now, interested to see how the page turns with Gunnar Stockton at the helm. Does it bounce back offensively? Do they look like the Georgia of old?
Yeah, this is an expectation, obviously, that Kirby Smart has created of excellence. And they've done really great high school recruiting, obviously brought in some key players through the portal as well. You know what this is going to look like. A physically dominant team on both sides of the ball, but that QB position, that's the key.
And the Bulldogs line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught close to the marker, it's Thomas. These two guys just on the same wavelength. They make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He wants to throw it again. Makes it and miss. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs will make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously.
Touchdown, Georgia! A great catch and run for 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Off the play fake on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Sturdivant. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Got it in the middle, it's Livingston. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wilson. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just on the edge of the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front. Now facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Lagway. Caught over the middle, it's Clark. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Gators will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Trying to run it in. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The
this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of the bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal, that's a win if you're on defense.
Might be looking to run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Dogs in a good spot here with second and short. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Catch in the middle, it's Bell. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got a man, it's Branch. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Off play action. Pulls it in, it's Frazier. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at the matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the first down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. He splits the uprights. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Gators and Bulldogs. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that... Let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Florida and Georgia plays out.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. They'll move the tight end. Back to throw, it's Stockton. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's dealt. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll try to sneak it. The offense changing the play. Georgia going back to work with another first down. The toss to the outside. Makes a man miss. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The running back has it. Can't get him to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
I'll tell you, this running back, he's running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking left. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can...
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Georgia sends out the punt team.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's the thing about this defense. Yeah, they may be losing the game right now, but they've got difference makers on that side of the football. They got guys that can step up like that, create havoc, get a sack, create negative plays. They're going to need more of that here in the second half if they're going to win this game.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Gators line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. They go to the wide receiver screen. The stiff arm gets him loose. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the big gain, all for naught, brought back due to the laundry on the field, and they'll try it again. Offense in an empty set. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Fires to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball's snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Sets up the screen. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. They'll run the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he... with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Got enough for the first. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the 3rd. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Clemson has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they ran down the hill, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 13 over Duke. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the running back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. On the move, it's Ball. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best
brings into the open. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg. Wants to throw it. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
3rd down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Gonna look downfield again. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Dogs! They take the lead with the 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback as you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Complete to start this drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
A defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Finds a little space. He gets it up across the 20 to the 22 before he's pushed out of bounds.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
There he goes to the left. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
To the air, it's Lagway. Gets rid of it. Fires to the big fella. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big...
And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. Man, at this stage of the game, does that hurt to have 6 points taken off the board? Now they've got to regroup and try to get it in again. As they come to the line on 3rd down, already 2 for 2 on this drive, going for the hat trick and the score. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Under fire. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And look, obviously you would have loved to score a touchdown there, but you did the important thing. Kicked a field goal, you're now within 1 possession. Can your defense get you the football back, and can your offense drive the field and put it in the end zone? This is what we practice for. Let's see if they can go execute, fellas.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Young. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
On the run, it's McCray. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Scanning the field, it's Stockton. It's complete to the left. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on 1st down. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making, and that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope their defense can play well in this sudden change situation.
He breaks the tackle, and he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Gator! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And just like that, the game is completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown. So they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Things have not gone the way they planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gets it away off his back foot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Looking for space. It's ball. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Zings it complete to the right. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Gators will have it 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Hard running there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle and Sturdivant. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Unloads quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just Get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. This is a big third down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. The problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's going up top here late in the game. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Normally, I would say fourth and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the fourth quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They're moving quickly after that big fourth down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
The play action fake. A deep throw as the clock winds down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
The Dogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on them.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. He's not afraid to go deep. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was...
Deep shot for the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. One more play to pad the stats. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. Glasses will be raised across the Sunshine State. A toast to the Florida Gators who take down Georgia in this rivalry game. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.